accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to No Collar Entertainment. This is Matt.
This is Ariane.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
I feel like you did that on purpose.
I did not. I muted it for the Madden game.
Oh.
And I never unmuted it.
Oh.
So, oops.
Wow.
Wow. And see, this is why we make sure we're on. This is why we make sure we're on. That's why we make sure mics are working. That's why we do all this before we do the intro.
Uh-huh. I hear you.
Anyway, so Ari fucked up but didn't fuck up because she's a loving, caring, doting wife and amazing.
I am.
And she realized that I was kind of going through
in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Poor
Manual restart
mental
required.
health period over the past few days.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
So
Passenger trams
tonight
are
she
offline.
gave me the option. She was like, let's do whatever you want to do. And I had a real hard time picking something, and then I got to the main screen of the PS5 and I saw Mass Effect, and I'm like, oh, I don't want her to think I'm taking advantage, but I want to play Mass Effect.
That's my first mistake, caring about what you think, what you want.
That's why I said you didn't really fuck up, though, because I really appreciate that you care about what I want.
You know,
User alert.
yeah.
Main reactor shut
So,
down in
you did
accordance
totally
with emergency
fuck up.
containment procedures.
And I love you.
Manual
I love you too,
restart required.
So we're playing Mass Effect today.
Yay.
So we will be going back to Superliminal.
Absolutely.
I'm
Landline
hooked on that
connections
game.
are
I
disabled.
definitely hooked on the game. But
Passenger
we are
trams
also
are offline.
going to get Ari hooked on Mass Effect.
I'm gonna
So
try.
we're doing our best here. So where were we? What were you doing?
Have you noticed a pattern with the games that I like, though?
Puzzles. Puzzles, weird, quirky, with a twinge of evil.
Irreverent, certainly.
Yes.
And horror, to an extent. Not all horror, but like horror with puzzles. Like, Tully, are you really whining for some of my seaweed? Seriously, dog? So that's why I'm like, that's why it's really hard for me to get into games like Mass Effect. They're just too big for me.
And I get that. However, you do like Lord of the Rings, correct?
No?
What?
Like the game or the movie?
No, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an epic.
Uh-huh.
This is an epic.
Very linear epic, yes.
It's not that linear.
It's fairly linear. It's a movie!
Have you seen Return of the King? That shit is not linear.
That's actually one I probably watched the least. Wouldn't mind explaining it, actually.
That's fair. Alright, so here's where we were.
Well, all the voices are Christopher Walken. Okay, that would make me watch it, though. That would actually make me probably want to play it.
No, see? You're not, why did I go Bill Clinton? I went Bill Clinton.
Yeah, you did.
I can't do Christopher Walken.
No.
Huh.
Which apparently everyone else can.
Yeah, like
but
everyone
the
can.
Super Bowl commercial or whatever. That one was pretty cute.
Ooh, I can level up. So go ahead and keep talking. Oh, wait, I saw a list thing. Why don't you read that off?
Okay.
If you go into my other things, I have TikTok already open. You
Yeah.
don't play the video, just scroll it.
Okay. So, what was the original one? Like, okay, so, was a story where the bad guys, quote unquote, are actually completely 100% right, to the point where it's weird the story keeps calling them the bad guys? First answer from Reddit. After being forced to watch this multiple times by my girlfriend, both Gilmore Girls and nearly everyone they dated, especially Rory. How dare he not let me cheat on him or randomly string him along for years? Wow. Yeah, I've never watched Gilmore Girls.
They read the fuck out of the Gilmore Girls. Really.
But you watched all of them. Oh, I guess we were forced to watch it, but still.
I thought you watched it.
No, I watched Gossip Girl.
Oh, same thing.
It's not, but I can see why you think that. Like, they're not that terrible. They're like cousins.
The fact that you're not fighting me very hard on it, and it's you, tells me I'm right.
No, I can see why you would think that. I kind of think that, but I know they're not. But, like, they're CW shows focused around, like, teen female drama, basically, that are watched largely by middle-aged women. Or early 20s. Tully, fuck you. Get your own goddamn seaweed. Here. Oh, God! Leave my fingers alone. The next one, all Iceman ever wanted was for Maverick to respect safety protocols instead of hot dogging all the time. They're right. I never understood that.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we're on that same vein, I'm gonna go with Vince McMahon during the Stone Cold saga or whatever that they were doing. But that's also saying that Vince McMahon is not the bad guy somehow. We know that that's just not true. All right, Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell. Zach Morris is a fucking sociopath, and his friends enabled him, and in some cases cheerfully alongside him.
Yep.
Right, that's fair.
Roughly 1,200 years.
Another Iceman Top Gun. I used to work in naval aviation, and he was totally right. Maverick was dangerous and unreliable. Edit. I really wasn't expecting this comment to blow up. I fully understand the meaning of bad guy, but in this instance I took it to mean anything from antagonist, villain, foil, or adversary, but this is Reddit and people are super pedantic and literal. No, you were right, dude. I took it to mean antagonist also, but okay. My role as a naval flight surgeon, so besides, my role was as a naval flight surgeon, so besides being my squadron's doctor, I flew in the back seat with them, sat on mishap investigation boards like the one depicted in the movie, and generally helped determine fitness for flight duty. Maverick would have lasted long with the antics he pulled and his personality in real life, but where's the fun and drama in that? God damn, he must have really read you for some reason, like, and you're right. That'd be a good example. Mr. Wilson. I was a tween when the movie came out. I was infuriated with Martha that had to go make sandwiches when the sticks had paint all over them. Fuck Dennis.
Manual restart required. Now exiting to the roof.
Wow, there's a few of these. You want me to go through all of them, or I think like about 6 of them left.
I mean, if you want to keep going, if it keeps you engaged, sure.
Okay, all right. Todd and Margot on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Oh my God!
Oh
yes.
my God!
Yes!
Yeah, they're just trying to enjoy some wine and some jogging.
Their child-free life, and then like all of a sudden these assholes next door with their dog and their country-ass cousins. I can't imagine living next to someone so inconsiderate. He even caused literal property damage, yet they are still uptight jerks. That weird episode of Friends where Phoebe is convinced her dead mother is reincarnated as a cat, so she tries to steal it from its owners, and Ross is presented as a bad guy for pointing out how ridiculous this is. Yeah, that's one of those. Like, there's a few episodes or everyone gives Ross a whole ton of shit, and there's reasons. So, but Phoebe was actually probably one of my least favorite characters in Friends. Most of the time she was fine. Most of the time she was fun. Most of the time I loved her, and then other times I was just like, okay, that's super manipulative, and I'm really kind of tired of it.
Landline connections are disabled.
Jack and the Beanstalk. Some dick finds the giant's house, starts taking all his best stuff. Wow, I'm going old school with that one. Alright, every single Donald Duck cartoon, dude usually just wants to chill out without being bothered, and there's always someone bothering him, and then he gets blamed for standing up for his own needs. The older I get, the more I empathize with Donald Duck.
I feel that.
I'm like 15 minutes into Thor, Love and Thunder, and I completely understand Christian Bale's character. Fair. The entire season of Inhumans, Maximus is right, and attempting to free slaves, but the show is telling us to cheer for Black Bolt and the royal family. Unfortunately, I don't watch Inhumans, so I don't get that reference, but I will take your point.
User alert.
All right, and that's
Main
it.
reactor shut down in accordance with...
Online. How may I assist you?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but
Did we
I was
already do this part?
offline at the time. Shutdown
We
could
totally did this
occur
part
if
already.
reactor breach seems likely, or in the case
I don't
of
think so.
catastrophic
I
laboratory
know we did.
containment failure.
Huh?
Emergency
Oh, I remember this part. I remember, like, talking
guidelines
to an AI at
suggest
some
the
point.
environment
Oh.
will kill biological
About 4
contagions.
times so far.
It will also damage
Oh.
You
mechanical
talk to
systems.
AI in this game.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut
Alright,
down.
so where we were at,
Stage 1 issued at Hot Labs.
zombie cyborgs
Pod Gamma.
How does that even fucking happen?
being controlled by a guy named Saren, who is...
What? Isn't she telling us what that happened?
Landline to
Well,
Hot
she's telling
Labs
us what happened
disconnected.
here.
Stage
I
3
don't know what
alert
happened
issued
here.
locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, here's a second.
Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Oh my god, totally.
I need instructions on how to repair the station.
Critical failure. Main reactor shutdown in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger
Phoebe was a mugger.
offline.
She was.
Report complete.
But she's
You
kind of
have an
forced to
additional
be?
System status query.
Out of desperation?
That's all I need right now.
No, I get that.
Commander.
Like, I'm not gonna necessarily follow her for a pass.
Like,
but
Ross I get, because he's just kind of a prick with a silver spoon and a superiority complex.
I don't think he has a silver spoon.
Well, he definitely has a superiority complex.
He does. He does that.
Phoebe, though, is kind of, her whole personality is born out of desperation, and I kind of get it.
No, I do, but like, I'm not gonna say that some of it is rather annoying and, like I said, manipulative. So, there's an episode where she brings up like her dead mom, and then Jennifer, like, Rachel's like, "You already used that one on me," or whatever to get the muffin that day, or something like that. Oh, that already
User
used it.
alert.
My bad.
Main reactor
She's
shutdown.
aware
in
that you use it
accordance with
sometimes
emergency
to your
containment
benefit for
procedures.
sympathy.
Manual restart required.
That's fair. What did Strange say?
User alert.
Strange asked what
Landline
discussion I missed,
connections
some
are
stuff.
disabled.
Oh, we're just kind of
Passenger
talking about
trams
some
are
bullshit
offline.
right now, and I'm trying to remind Ariane of what the story is here.
Initially, we were talking also about those times when people were like the bad guys, but they absolutely weren't, because like it's almost kind of weird that they were considered the bad guys.
Like Thanos.
No, he's absolutely fucking the bad guy.
In Endgame, yes, but in Infinity War, not so much.
No, he's still pretty much the bad guy. I mean, you throw your beloved daughter off a cliff to get what you want. Kind of makes you the bad guy.
It's the ultimate sacrifice to
You don't get to sacrifice someone else's life.
ensure the
Online. How may I assist
No, no,
you?
no, no. What Black Widow did was a sacrifice because it was her life
I'm
that she
sorry,
chose
but I
to
need a
give
more
up.
specific query.
That's all I need
I
right
want
now.
to get to the core.
Very
though.
well, Commander. Logging you out.
I'm just gonna take a second
User
to like.
alert.
Online. How may I assist
mind.
you?
Huh?
Do you
I don't
know
want to
why
talk
the
over
reactor
her,
was
so I'm just
shut
gonna
down?
stop.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Ah,
What
so
do I
in
need to
the
do to
frigid
get the
goddamn
power
north.
back
Gotcha.
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
Yeah, honestly, Hidari, I'm kind of the same way.
You guys need to develop patience.
No, I
What are
don't.
the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
I'm sorry, Hodari. Who got laid on Sunday because of me? Thank
Wait,
you.
what? What happened?
That's
What?
all I need right now.
Oh,
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down.
hold on a second. What is it? I gotta find it. We're talking about like we're just bringing TikTok shit on here. I gotta find it.
In accordance with emergency
Oh my god, would
containment
you do
procedures.
something with your dog?
Manual restart required.
Where's the water bottle? Okay.
User
So-
alert. Landline connections are
Absolutely, we're
disabled.
supposed to bring that up.
Passenger trams.
All right, so I'm just gonna read something that I saw on TikTok earlier, and then we're gonna get into the comments because it's just fucking perfect. Every Resident Evil scientist memo be like, page 1, July 23rd, 1998. I crossbred a silverback gorilla with an octopus and gave it chainsaws for arms. Sorry, I gotta read through like as it's going through. Sees them poking at it with a stick non-stop for the last 3 days. Hopefully, it doesn't escape. Page. July 24th, it escaped. And like, so that's hilarious by itself. And then the comments, dude, each entry is a super cocky, and nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong. Like, I'm the best scientist around. I got it all figured out.
User
Next
alert.
page.
Landline connections are...
Oh shit!
No one here gets any recognition, probably because they're all dead from the last incident. It escaped. Also completely unrelated, I decided to take some vacation time. I'll be back in about 4 weeks. That's when I realized I had 3 bullets left and no herbs.
Oh shit!
Also, we made 6 of them for no reason. Boys down in R&D that successfully created the Torment Nexus. They followed the instructions from hit dystopian novel, Don't Create the Torment
in accordance
Nexus.
with emergency containment procedures.
Something came out of the Torment Nexus that must be dormant. It woke up.
Landline connections
Oh, it escaped. That's it. That's the game's in a nutshell. New discovery. It knows my name. We're keeping it. Oh. We extracted dino DNA and brought it back to life. We have the T-Rex usable arms and bulletproof hide, although it can be stabbed. Sorry, we gave it. Before the knife's made breakable. Oh my god. So, yeah, that one was fun. So we might do that a little bit. Off and on. Just going through TikTok.
Yeah, right on.
Finding amusing videos to read.
Well, there's your reaction. You guys can get my ass
Main
whooped.
reactor shut down
Yay.
in accordance with emergency
Yay.
containment procedures.
Action.
Manual restart required.
Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Make sure you talk to the proper patient care services. Just so you know, I am not patient care services. I do not care. Can I read my operation manual for you?
Like now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, not all of it, but some of it.
Eat this!
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart
More
required.
cursing. It really felt like you should said eat shit. Mark there. That'd been perfect.
Oh, I fixed the landlines.
Yay!
I missed that the first time.
The first time in RPG, I'm not a murder hobo or a punch first, ask questions never character. I'm being punished for it.
Connections restored. Processing
When you saw the
data.
Resident Evil ones, Hodari,
User
that what you're talking
alert.
about?
Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm
No.
sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Literally.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
Give me an overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biological or cybernetic contaminants during development. The complex is built with
World
glacier.
building.
In the event of
I
an
care.
accident,
You don't care
it can
about
be irradiated and sunk into the ice.
That's actually like not true. I totally care about world building, so that's why I included it in my manual.
Well, that's what these discussions are.
But you've yet to read.
Huh?
That you've yet to read.
I,
Which is why I'm gonna read out loud to you here in a second. Not all of it, but some of it. What? Should I not?
I suppose.
Yay!
As long as you pay attention when the characters are talking.
Yes. Okay.
Especially since I have 2 of the RPG players in the room right now.
Okay. So, for those of you guys who are...
But no, Super got laid in the game.
User alert.
Oh, right
Main
on.
reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Alright, so
Manual restart required.
Matt had mentioned, and those of you guys who have played the game, and of course, Jesus, those of you guys who are not familiar, you might want to get out of there.
Yeah,
There
no
we go.
shit!
Alright.
Patching you up.
I'm gonna give you a whole ass sheet to yourself, Tully. Alright, so, I'm helping Matt with his game. Basically, I'm just, like, kind of making some, like, the atmospheric, not, like, background bullshit or whatever. Which has been a lot of fun. I think that's what I'd rather do. Like, I realized doing this that I would almost always rather run a game or do shit like this. Like, create elements for a game than I would actually ever want to play it. Which is kind of weird, but that's how I feel. And so I created the whole ass operation manual. Now I'm not going to read all fucking 10 pages of it because it is that goddamn long. But I am going to read the About Dynastar system, or the Dynastar company trademark, that I basically kind of created to fit in the alien world to design the shit that you guys are using. So when I say you guys, I mean it's in the guys who are in this, the people who are in the group right now, who are in the chat, who are playing the game with them. The rest of you guys just get to go along. Also, I kind of want to do my, like, Mr. Movie Tone over-the-top voice while reading it, or customer service voice. Thank you for purchasing your brand new Dynastar trademark Class K Panamax SF4012. This sub-frigate body style FTL space vessel has a container intake of 3,000 to 5,000 TEU, making it our most versatile cargo ship in our fleet. In this brochure, we will help acquaint you with all the cutting-edge features and customizations that will allow you to transport your freight across the galaxy in comfort, style, and of course, safety. So, there's several chapters, but the first one is about Dynastar. And so, Dynastar Galactic Freighter Shipping Corporation, subsidiary of Ultradyne Systems, headquarters in Chico, California. Yeah, we went deep in this one. Dynastar is the result of visionary Ultradyne Systems founder Ned Furukawa, born on 1963-11-12 to Ken Shirley and Ichiko Furukawa. Edward Ned Furukawa's beginnings are simultaneously humble and yet faded. His mother, the eldest daughter of Japanese immigrants, herself born into one of the Japanese internment camps in California, and his father, a descendant of Irish immigrants and the early Spanish landowner class of California, Ned grew up navigating between worlds. Born Edward Shirley, Furukawa opted to go by his mother's maiden name following his parents' divorce in 1976. Identified early as a child for his brilliance, maturity, and aptitude for engineering, Furukawa received a full scholarship to UC Berkeley, where he graduated near the top of his class with a double major in both mechanical and computer engineering at the age of 15. Afterwards, he went on to complete doctorates in robotics and astrophysics in Caltech by the age of 18. Furukawa was recruited after the completion of his studies to work with burgeoning tech giants such as IBM and Apple, and the federal government by NASA. However, while successful in these roles, he felt his creativity and genius stifled by the rigidity of these organizations' respective corporate structures. So, when he was approached by Warner Fuchs, one of the original founding members of the Cyberdyne Corporation in 1985, he leapt at the chance and became one of their most innovative technical directors. Anything? Nothing? No? Nothing?
Can you say it again?
So when he was approached by Warner Fuchs, one of the original founding members by the Cyberdyne Corporation in 1985. There we go.
User alert.
He leapt at the chance and became one of the most innovative technical directors. It was shortly before a massive incident of industrial espionage in 1994, the Cyberdyne headquarters in Los Angeles, resulting in the death of a project leader, millions of dollars in damage, and hobbling the company's capabilities for the loss of data that Furukawa became an illusion with the company and his role. Any recognition of anything I just got finished saying?
That was the attack by a woman and her child and a Terminator.
And we're just going to call it espionage, industrial espionage for right now.
How generous of you.
I know. Alright, so that's probably the big, really, honestly, the list of east of it. Blah, blah, blah. Owing to corporate bureaucracy, growing secrecy, and a general feeling of unethical practices by company leadership, in 1994 that became the catalyst for him and several other dissatisfied high-ranking employees to leave and create their own company. Thus, Ultradyne Systems was born. Blah, blah, blah. Dynastar was created in 2031 by his granddaughter, Joy Furukawa Watson, the 11th subsidiary created under the Ultradyne umbrella, and the last one initiated prior to senior Furukawa's retirement in 2033. to join the new space race to colonize Mars. However, the first space war of 2037 made traveling to Earth entirely too dangerous for non-military entities for years to come, and the war against the machines impaired the manufacture of all mechanical technology in every industry for decades. Because the war against the machines still happens. What the hell is that? Oh god, Tully, Jesus.
Problem.
Okay. Well, I'm taking you also didn't hear me say the last thing I said, but that's fine.
Oh shit!
Venistar maintain operations in capacity, providing dropships and microchip weapons. Used in the fight against the machines after the Treaty of 2052, hostilities formally ended between humans and AI. AI and synthetics were relegated back into the role of tools, starting as humans rather than sentient beings. And use of time travel was outlawed on any planet, except in cases of faster-than-light space travel. This loophole opened up possibilities for exploration of our galaxy, using this technology use for purely traveling between physical points in space. Alright, blah 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 blah. Before I go any further, because it has on here stuff that might be interesting to those of you guys who are playing the game, would you want me to actually read out what the different decks have to offer and any sort of issues you may encounter while doing so? Or do you guys just want to read it for yourself at some point?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment
Don't
procedures.
tempt me. I was considering making a whole ass
Manual
PowerPoint
restart
for this, but I don't think I'll have time if you guys are only running 3 weeks. So. I am asking the chat.
Alright.
Cyberdyne. Ah, I see what you did there. Save me, Arnold. No, yeah, and the war against the machine still happens. So, at least in this version, but obviously somehow we win, I guess, kinda, which doesn't feel right either, but I mean, we'll say that's what happened.
Alright. Can you get a fucking roll call? Jesus Christ.
Alright, Tully, I'm going to give you this whole ass sheet of nori. That is for you. Well, no, I'm going to give this a little bit to Drogo too, because I know he likes it.
You have completed the repairs to peak 15.
Yay. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Here, Tully.
Patching you up.
My dogs are so fucking bougie. It makes no sense.
They really are.
Huh?
They really are.
Like, I feed them oatmeal in the morning because it helps them take their meds. They're snapping up like nori, like seaweed sheets for sushi. They're snapping it up like it's goddamn chicken.
As you eat your seaweed.
This is delicious. Like, I'm afraid to give it to Tully because I'm going to lose that freaking hand. Ow, Drogo, you're not helping. Jesus, when do you start snapping like that? Please don't. But yeah, I will read further if you guys want me to, otherwise we'll stop. So I'm going to put this out to the side. If I don't hear from you guys, I'm assuming not to. Hey, hopefully they're shooting someone's toes.
Pretty much.
Did it work? No, yeah, shooting their toes would work by now. Charlie, don't look at me. You still have something coming out of your jowls. Finish what you have first.
Alright, so now I gotta get to the trams.
Okay, so this is why I enjoyed Dead Space more than Mass Effect.
Why is that?
Number one, I just said I enjoyed Dead Space. You should give me props.
No, you said you enjoyed it more than Mass Effect, which means you can double back on that and be like, well, the second worst is still bad.
I'm gonna go shower. Alright, have fun, Hilary. Because It was horror. That's probably why, honestly. I don't know what it is about horror games that make me more interested in them than horror movies or similar style games outside of horror. It instantly interests me more. Doesn't mean necessarily that they're all good, or that they're worth playing, or that they're necessarily engaging, but they tend to get my attention more. Has anyone seen Madam Web?
No, we have not seen Madam Web, and I've heard a lot of bad things about it.
We did see American Fiction, though, and that shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's a really good movie. That and -1, and we're kind of on a roll of really good movies.
No, yeah. American Fiction is absolutely not like a traditional comedy for a number of reasons. It's very subtle. It's not in your face. It's more ironic comedy than anything. It's constantly like kind of like shoving in your face the irony of everything that this person is in like experiencing. And I loved it. I fucking loved it. I really like Jeffrey Wright anyway. I've always liked him as an actor. And I know that it's like part of the reason we went to go see it, aside from the fact that I wanted to see it, I wanted to support this film. I wanted to support him, and it's getting a lot of buzz because it's like an Oscars or whatever. I don't know if it's gonna win a single one. If it wins any of them,
Tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the truck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here.
Among my people, a suicide's body would be left for scavengers.
Wow.
The Nathak will get to him eventually.
Okie dokie then.
Alright, continue.
So American Fiction, just to kind of summarize, basically, without giving away too much of the plot, is a commentary on the plight of African American experience within media. That's basically what it is. It's tremendous to me, honestly. And there are a lot of really good films that were nominated for Best Adaptive Screenplay, which is why it's probably not going to win. This year's Oscars are actually interesting because, and I know a lot of people don't give a shit, and that's fine. They probably shouldn't. I still give some weight to Oscars just because of more or less the history and recognizing excellent filmmaking, even if there's still politics and whatnot at play. But that being said, adapted screenplay this year is Barbie, which of course it is. It shouldn't be, but whatever. Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, which I really wanted to see when it came out, and we didn't get a chance to. I'm hoping I can find it somewhere before it actually gets on screen. Poor Things, which I also wanted to see and haven't got a chance to and probably won't. American Fiction and Oppenheimer. So these are all fairly commercially successful films that are getting a lot of buzz, obviously, for a lot of reasons. Some of them more known than others. American Fiction, at least for the 3 of those that I've seen, absolutely is better in terms of writing. It just is. Barbie is better than Oppenheimer in terms of the script, at least in my opinion. But
the tram station has
American Fiction, I think, does something different. It's the subtlety with what it does in calling out the very obvious to African Americans. I think it may be of some white people or some other people of color, but it's amazing to me that it actually even got nominated #1, which is not enough of everyone's like, oh, I should be happy it got nominated. No, fuck you, it needs to win.
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system.
I'm not
this
done
can
yet.
be repaired on site using a standard Omni tool.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander.
It also was nominated for Best Picture, which it probably won't win. Pirates will fucking win. I hope Barbie does, but whatever. It was also nominated for Best Actor for Jeffrey Wright, which I don't know necessarily. I think that he should have won for it. And Best Supporting Actor in Sterling K. Brown. For anyone who's aware, he was, I forget the name of the character. He was in Supernatural. He was a vampire hunter who ended up turning into a vampire. Like, you guys remember from, like, I think season 1, 2, or 3, like, he shows up a few times. I forget his fucking name. But, yeah, he was in Supernatural for several seasons, so, like, big ups.
Open the doors now.
So, and I think he was nominated for at least one more thing. I think he was nominated for, like, 5 Academy Awards. I forget what the other one was.
That's all I need right now.
Very well,
must be Best Director, I think.
You out.
So, But no, it's phenomenal. I fucking love that film. And yeah, we went to go see it the other day, just a couple days ago, like this weekend. So if you guys get a chance to, I highly recommend going to see it in theater again to help support it as a more or less more independent film than some of the other films that are out there. And then also, of course, it's based on the book Erasure, so it also kind of supports the writer as well. So that's what I will say. But no, we've not seen Madam Wet yet, and I don't think we're going to.
All patched up.
Okay, I'm gonna give one to you. Oh shit, we'll go here. There you go. Oh God, Tully Jesus.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
Tully is about like 3 seconds away from knocking me down and just taking the food herself.
Right?
It's actually amazing she doesn't go that far yet anyway.
Now arriving at Rift Station.
Maybe because she's older.
Binary Helix
I don't know.
Research Facility.
Oh, what did you think about the film, baby?
I thought it was fantastic. It was a fantastic social commentary, which I always appreciate. And I was laughing my ass off the entire movie. In the best possible way.
Don't get me wrong. I knew going into it that it was going to be like Matt used the example like The Big Short. Like it's not like The Big Short in terms of like some common substance or subject, but it was more like, okay, we're gonna laugh, but it's also gonna make us feel things.
Yeah.
Right. So like it's gonna get heavy at times.
Like there was a character that I was telling Ari that if anything happens to her, I'm gone. I'm out. I would have
Which
walked
one was
out of
that?
the theater. Lori? Was it Lori or Loriana?
About his girlfriend?
No, the housekeeper.
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything happens to Lorraine, I riot.
No, yeah, she was
delightful.
Yeah, she was, and I think that in of itself is kind of also another like further commentary. But I don't want to go into it too much without like spoiling any of it for anybody.
Stand down.
We have a story moment.
Okay.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on.
All right, I'm done eating these. After this one.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human, and that's enough that I won't shoot. But I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily on Horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
We've never seen anything like them. What do you know?
I'm no xenobiologist. They're fast, vicious, and there's a hell of a lot of them. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Yeah, she did.
Inezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
I mean, unless she's
Did the
dead.
aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. Got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Running from like on fire.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
Was there a possibility he was gonna die if you didn't kill that thing first?
Probably not.
I'll do whatever I can.
He might have. Yeah, he might
I don't
have.
know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Well, you haven't met my pit bull, have you? No, I'm 100% certain that that's like, if we had gotten one of those electric fences or whatever, like when we used to live somewhere where we didn't have a fence, not a chance. None.
Not a million years.
Well, here's the thing. I think the way I understand that they work is that either one of two ways. Either when they're first crossing it, it creates enough of a deterrent, like pain, shock, or whatever, that they recognize that they are not feeling it when they're within a certain boundary, so they stop trying. They like keep a safe distance or whatever. But I'm not 100% sure how long that runs. I think it only goes up to a certain point. So if you have a dog like mine, in where Zumi is like their default state, like they're either sleeping or they're running everywhere because fucking that's what she did when she was that age. Yep. She would have been long past the boundary of that fence before she realized, oh God, it hurts like the last few 100 feet. Doesn't anymore though. Now that I'm out of range of the transmitter, I must be free to go. Oh, like that's how she would have seen it.
Yeah, pretty much. I had more of a vision of her like running, hitting the boundary, the zap hits her and she does her tully tumble. Yeah. And then gets up, looks at us, snuffs, and then continues to run.
No, yeah. No, she was also the one who we had it was like a 20-pound chain. Biker
chain, yep.
Yeah, it was a legit like 20-pound something chain or whatever that we had like staked into the ground. And powers to the stake because it was in there. It was still in there long after she snapped the fucking chain.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, like you don't put it in there deep enough, like dogs are just gonna take it out with them, or if it's not like a really good stake or whatever, it's not gonna really secure anything, so they'll just run or whatever with it. Nah, no. This dollar store stake did its job. It's the chain that fucked up. Yeah. And I got that from I think Menards. So we didn't do that no more.
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
Baby.
Wait. Is there an Asari matriarch here?
Asari? I have not seen one.
She must be at Rift Station, Commander.
This is not important. You must be listening. Primary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
Rachni? The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
Well, clearly not all of them.
That is so. Billions of lives lost in that war, on both sides.
I tell you.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous.
I don't know. It depends on what hatched.
Went to clone Rachni.
Totally, we're not doing that anymore. We're done.
Create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They're thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
What? God damn it. Is this like the plot for Alien
Hold
3
on.
or whatever the hell?
Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
No shit.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized.
Are the Rachni the things you've been shooting this whole time? Not a problem.
Set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation. Kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
I have to know, what is the benefit of having to make you go through the choices of having the conversation with this person rather than just showing a fucking cutscene?
Because world building, different questions you can ask, and different outcomes of...
But if you ask all the questions that are possible that you could still get in a cutscene, what's the point?
Because you can still get different outcomes. If you don't care to learn certain information, you don't have to.
What kind of different outcomes?
Sometimes it could end in a fight. It could end in benefit, and basically every choice you make throughout the games affects the ending.
Okay.
In a major way.
Okay. Yeah, you think I would care about that? Not that I don't. Like, I'm realizing because there's all these so keep playing by all means.
I have full access
that's why,
to the facility and am at your disposal.
I need information on the neutron.
I'm gonna talk over her.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
Isn't that
what exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
Nah, just a pleasant afternoon in the sun for a crow.
Interesting.
The
Punches thrown in handshake line as melee erupts after men's hoops overtime thriller between Texas A&M Commerce and Incarnate Word. I don't know what the rest of that is. Just FYI.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Yeah, so,
Commander.
You have Until Dawn and games like that where, choices are being made and so forth and so on. And I think that that's fascinating, and I love that principle. I think I need it done more streamlined in the way they do it, and that's why I enjoy the other games.
And this is where it kind of started, and then what Until Dawn was, every choice makes an immediate consequence, so you get the satisfaction of your choice right away.
That's probably a lot of
this. You have to see the ending.
No, thank you.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Oh, never mind. That's horrifying.
You're good to go.
For example, in Resident Evil, if you steal Steve, or if you get back to save Rebecca or whatever or something, like it does change the outcomes at the end of the game for some reason. Like you get certain things, or you get a rocket launcher or something. I forget what it was in the first Resident Evil. And I think they do it in other ones also after that too. But that was like that predates this game easily. But it's not to the same degree of sophistication with this one, which I think also is it kind of hampers it a little bit to my extent, to my belief. But it might also be because it's the same thing like watching Halloween after having seen Halloween 2, after having seen Scream, after having seen like Hostel and all these other like, you know, Saw and all these other horror movies that have come after Halloween that were influenced by Halloween, but it's not going to have the same impact when you see it the first time because I've already been through all this. I've already seen everything that's done to this. This isn't that big a deal. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts.
Online. How can I
You're
help
still
you?
going to find a way to like this.
Activate
Really?
the neutron
Sure?
purge.
I hope.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
If you skip these, I might.
Code input 875.
Well, I have to do the ones to continue the story, but I will stay away from extra conversations. Except with the crew, because you can get love scenes, you can fall in love with
I don't give a
people,
fuck about nothing. Like, no. Speed run.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's...
Then someone cuts this whole like episode or whatever to later on. We're like, no, not sooner, or something like that. Like somebody that you fall in love with and like they die or something. It's like I actually got invested. Like no. Like don't let this person go because like you know we care. Didn't you say like fuck love and move on and speed run? No, I would never say. Original back to like this episode like fuck love.
That sounds very much like something you could do. Fuck, I need to get out of here.
You have like bombs or something?
Minute 20.
I think you need to get closer. Because it's not fair you're doing a whole lot.
Alright, you know what? We're gonna just do this. Ah!
Well, that seemed overkill, but that's fine. It was cool though. Nice. Take out both of them? Nah. Tully, good lord, baby girl.
Perimeter secure.
Alright. So many issues. Okay, 40 seconds.
No. No, we're done. Don't get a side eye. Oh my god, I remember what I said. God, I wish I could go back and look at the chat. So I was at work today, and I was in the online chat with, because it's remote work, whatever. And we have what's called our squirrel conversations. And oftentimes, basically what it means is that, like, we got off topic somehow, and it's great, because we got, like, completely onto something totally different. And today we were talking about comics, like comic book movies, and blah, 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 because, like, she will bring up, you know, puns. And one of the puns was, why should you never get into a contract with Wolverine? And baby, do you know the answer to this one?
Why should you never get into a contract with Wolverine?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he has retractable claws.
Get out.
I didn't say it. She did. And then we started talking about Wolverine and started talking about comics, and she's like, I don't know how old he is, whatever. Like, she's like, everyone should know who Wolverine is. And then, like, one of the older team members is like, I don't know who he is. I'm like, what, he's been under a fucking rock for the last 60 years?
Yeah, like, he came out in the...
No, yeah, and then she wanted to say, like, I don't really watch the movies lately, or you know, while, like, number one, let's not forget that X-Men 2000 was from fucking 2000! The 24-year-old film! Like, it's not new, but details. Anyway, and And I was like, no, like Wolverine's like from the he's from X-Men. X-Men are from like the 60s. I didn't say when Wolverine was. I'm like, but yeah, X-Men are from the 60s.
Oh, they dipped out. Okay.
And then oh god, what was this? Like then when someone else like brought up like Wolverine was like from the 70s, like oh that makes sense because he was probably more as a reaction to like the Vietnam War because he was a soldier, he was an ex-soldier or whatever. And someone was like, no, yeah, that actually makes sense. Blah 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 blah.
Shepard, we've got orders from Venezia. Open fire!
Oh shit!
Wait, what? Why? What did we do?
You didn't listen to him.
Oh, what did we do wrong?
They're working for the fucking bad guy.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck him up. Sorry, I saved you before earlier now. Damn! I'm pretty sure he's dead now.
No, that just disables his weapons.
Oh. That feels like an overkill as well. Tully, go lay down. Go lay down, baby girl. We're done. I'm not giving you more food. There is more food. Anyway, as I was saying,
Alright.
And then talking about Captain America, blah, 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 blah. And then someone was like, oh, that's what she said. Like, like they're making these movies because they know people are just going to go see them. Like, DC and Marvel, like, they're always going to get people in their, like, butts in the seats, basically. And then my response was, well, like, maybe not all of them. Side eyes flash. And I thought that was cute and amusing. Some people laughed at it. But she's like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, who likes the Flash, whatever. Like, no, the Flash is still a cool character. Just, probably a shitty person playing the role. And DC copying after Marvel, again, doesn't help. And, yeah, so. But long story short, I let my nerd flag fly freely today. Kelly, are you pouting now? You refuse to look at mommy? Oh, look at you looking at mommy now that she called your name. She won't give you any more food. I'm not giving you any more food. There is no more food to give you. I mean, there technically is, but no. So, you are getting as bad as her. I don't want you to snap at mommy no more. Bad if she does it. There's a phone telling you you're fine. What the hell?
There we go. And that's how you do that.
Alrighty then.
Oh shit!
And nothing could go wrong.
Oh no, it went wrong!
Go, what was I gonna say? Alright, so we're at an hour right now. I'm just thinking ahead. I know we're not gonna stream tomorrow, more than likely. We probably won't stream, because it's a long day for both of us. Like, it'd be one thing if you're getting off of, like, today, for example, you got off around 6, so you had a couple hours, whatever, to decompress until I was done for work. And so then we could, like, decide and mull if we're gonna play it or not, and then, but you already had some time to yourself. Tomorrow, you're not going to get that. You're basically walking in around the same time I'm finishing. And so then, if we're going to stream, we would need to stream fairly soon after you get home. That's why we probably won't stream on Tuesdays. At least not while I'm doing this job.
Okay.
Or ever, especially if you have the schedule that you have. It's still be the same problem. Yeah. But, and then Wednesday, we have Titanic exhibit, which I'm super excited for. Although that's going to be all day and we'll be exhausted afterwards, you're going to have plenty of time to kind of like decompress also. Although I don't know if you're going to plan on doing anything with Andy and Connor after you drop me off, because I figure I have to work. So, but that's up to you if you've like socialized out or if you want to go hang out with them a little bit longer while you still can.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, so Wednesday is a possibly, but I doubt it. So that leaves Thursday. Still the same problem as Tuesday, but at least she would have been at work all day, just most of the day. But I really want to go back to Space Superliminal.
No, and that we're going back to that.
Oh, I know.
I just wouldn't mind sprinkling in some of this.
You do not know
There
the
you are.
privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life,
Are you the queen?
turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours,
Oh,
raised
you're
to
the queen.
hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
Would you like to pick what we said?
No, you're fine. You've been doing all this time. Ew.
We don't
It's not
have
that
to
one.
fight. You can return to the Citadel with us.
I think not.
Surrender. Tell you I'm gonna
Oh.
you.
That seems like cheating.
Hey, it's Nebula. Tell you I'm gonna switch you in a second. Be quiet. Alright, well, while you're doing that,
ECM is hot.
okay, so...
Oh, god damn it. So this is pretty much essentially a boss. Where are they? No, 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 no.
Shield down.
Oh, shit.
Shepard's hit.
Minigel deployed.
Now it gets fun.
Cameras online.
Good lord, seriously? I hate humans. Okay, I'm gonna do some of these actually. See how like stupid we are. So a guy goes around and he kind of asks like random people, you know, geography questions and see who knows them and who doesn't. And it's embarrassing how many people don't know some simple stuff. And I'm not even saying like I'm like, oh my god, with my superiority, I knew the answer to all of this. No, I'm embarrassed. Although not that embarrassed, because there are a few that I'm like, wait, but why? Like, are you... So this one must be, like, not anime fans. What country is also known as the land of the rising sun?
Yeah, Japan?
Yeah! I mean, quite answers like Egypt, China, America!
Oh, you missed that shot.
I did.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. You're fine. I'm sorry. This one I wouldn't have gotten, so I don't know people who would have known it. Okay, so just quick question. What's the largest city in the world? Just a guess.
Berlin? No, Shanghai.
It's gonna be somewhere in Asia. I can almost guarantee it. I think it's Tokyo. I think it's actually Tokyo. I think I remember reading it recently. And it's getting a while before it gets to the answers. People are saying Sydney, Mexico City. They're all pretty big. Korea is not a fucking city.
No.
New York, no. Beijing? No. Mumbai? China's not a fucking city! Neither is Belgium, oh my god! Yes, please add city to Mexico. And Singapore. Not Japan isn't a fucking city. Yeah, I was right, Tokyo. Yep. Sweet. Oh, God. No, I'm not even gonna try with that one, so I don't think I can get it. Nope. So, which African country is also part of Asia?
Huh?
Which African country is also part of Asia?
I don't know.
It's Egypt.
Oh, seems easy.
Yeah, like, and I knew that one, or at least I guessed at that one.
Our mind is filled
And it was right.
with his
All right.
light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him.
I Drogo.
You will. You.
Line.
You must
What?
listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly.
Boobs.
But the indoctrination is strong.
Giant fucking blue boobs.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
Sauron, as in like Sauron?
No, Saren's the bad guy.
I know.
How can he compel you?
I'm just saying.
He's not even here.
Odd similarity.
People are not themselves around Sauron. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known
So
species.
she's gonna die soon, right? Now that she's getting up all the
longer you
goods.
stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough
Is
to
it his words
resist.
that poured
Instead,
into
I
you?
became
Yes,
a willing
that's what we're going
tool,
with right now.
eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it.
Oh,
Its
good God,
precise
Tully.
vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
You have to give me the location.
I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's location isn't enough. We need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... you should... die.
Kill 'em all.
Bring it on!
God damn it, Garrus.
Lost shield. Lost shield.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Netagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again. No light. They always said there would be a...
I'm sorry. All I'm thinking of is like the episode of Rick and Morty where the one guy, it was like one of like the anthology of like their memories that they blasted out, and the one alien who they convinced to not take his own life, only to find out that by doing so he actually did go to a literal hell.
Wait, what is...
That's not fair. Speaking of which, don't you have people in there with you? Is no one else seeing this? Everyone
They
else
walked
is
away at the very beginning.
Okay. Oh, super. I heard Madam Web is just awful. Just terrible. I must see it.
Serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces.
By the way, Super, you didn't hear
Your
me.
musics are colorless.
By the way, Stranger, you didn't hear me before? Go see American Fiction.
Who am I speaking to?
I know you'd enjoy it.
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Did you order your people to kill the science team?
No, we were locked away here. The children are beyond our songs. They have been lost to silence. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
Yeah, you totally
if you
should.
kill her, you consign an entire
It's still in
race
theaters
to
right
death.
now, I think.
You should let the
Probably
Citadel
not for much
Council
longer.
decide her fate.
Your companions hear
But yeah,
the truth. You have the power to
it's good.
free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
You die here by my hand. Why are you looking at me? You're on plan.
What do we want to do?
What do you want to do? I say kill them all, let gods run them out, but I mean, I don't know if that's good for the story.
Find out.
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
We can't exterminate them. Not without the Council's approval. Genocide is one of the reasons we fought the Krog...
You want to learn about genocide, Brigadier? I'll take you to a Krogan obstetrician's office.
Oh.
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs?
Fine, whatever. I guess we won't
cannot
kill you.
Have us as your obedient claws?
No.
Fine, if you're gonna
I
be
can't
like,
do
you know,
this.
whiny about it.
I'll let you go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
Of course we will.
Erdnot Rex is Ariane in this.
You sure?
Just commenting on everything, trolling you endlessly, and here to shoot shit with a shotgun.
Oh, that does sound like me.
Oh, and their people's backstory is like the best. Terrible and tragic, but the best.
On that note, I'm gonna do one last question. What is the world's oldest currency? Or like, what is the country with the oldest currency?
Greece.
That'd be my guess too. Greece or like Iraq, maybe,
Yeah.
or something like that. Like Iran, like Middle Eastern, Mediterranean area. But like, yeah, that's my guess too. It was Greece. Oh, it's England.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. The question should be still in use.
Testicles.
It's Greece for the oldest currency, but it's England for still in use.
I see.
So.
Patching you up.
But blah 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 whatever. Not a cash. Nope. What's the smallest country in the world? Isn't it the Vatican?
Yes.
I'm just gonna like
think so.
fast forward to what the answer is. Gonna like with everyone else being wrong. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's the Vatican. That's like the opposite. Okay, never mind. I'm done. All right.
Okay, so we need to go.
So I think we should end pretty soon. Not terribly soon. We're at hour 15. After an hour and a half is a good amount to go. But we got a lot of really good, like a lot of stuff done, like in the time that we've been here.
Yeah, we
so
did. We killed the matriarch we were going after.
Apparently saved the people and got like a bunch of #1 hits named after us.
Yep. Featuring the hit song, "We Wrap Our 8 Legs Around You."
Rap spelled R-A-P.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
We're funny.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander's right. We can't rush off blind. We need more to go on.
What about Liara Tassoni? The matriarch's daughter. Isn't she some kind of expert on the Protheans?
Yeah, right. Her mother was working for Saren. I bet she is too.
But Nezia helped us in the end. Maybe Liara will too. At the very least, we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster to find her.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Yeah, I just suggested something.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This sounds okay. It's fine.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
It's like Seth Green.
It is Seth Green.
Oh!
Yes, Seth Green is your pilot.
Neat. I feel safer already.
And he has brittle bones disease.
Oh. I think I remember you telling me that before, and I
Setting up the
completely
link now,
forgot because it's been like 3 years
Is
since
this
I
report
played the game.
accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then release the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
I think it's a good place to end it, actually.
It is a good story beat to end it. I don't know when we're going to play again.
I'm sure we will at some point.
Alright, I guess we'll call it here.
Okay.
Alright, so thanks for joining us, guys.
We'll be probably back sometime this week.
Suffering through it, baby.
Oh, you're welcome. No, I wasn't suffering. But I did have other stuff to do while watching it, so like I was able to like get through. I feel like that's probably what part of it's gonna be is like there's like those shows where people are like you should watch this show, and if they're really honest about it, there are just like some episodes or seasons they're gonna be like, look, just skip this.
Yeah.
It's not going to change anything for you. It's much better once you get past it. You're not going to miss anything. And if you do, I can summarize it for you in like 12 words. But it's the only way you're ever going to get into like this show. And I feel like this is one of those. Like, I'm not going to get into it starting it from the beginning. It's just going to be really hard for me to. Watching it at some point, like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting what's happening here. Just summarize, I'm good. I don't need to know everyone's backstory. I don't need to know all the information. I just need to know enough to get me where I am now.
There's one level I can't wait for you to get to because you'll be fully invested.
Hopefully.
But what I'll do...
How many times did Matt Smith just shot?
I honestly didn't. And actually I one shot at the boss with the sniper rifle. Bitch.
We love you.
But I'm going to take the Spider-Man route with this, and when you have like a deep conversation you want to get into, that's when I'm going to go into these side quests here.
Oh, God.
And when we don't have too much to talk about, I'll do main stuff.
I don't believe you. Well, you can always go back and watch, to be fair. But no, it really, I mean, the aim isn't that, is very forgiving in this game. For what I can see, honestly. What?
Is that okay?
It seems like it. Most of the things are like really close up. Like it's not like smaller like headshots for like humans that are further distance or whatever that you're doing in some games. It's giant, large creatures that are usually only a few meters away, with like large pulse rifles that shoot a spread or like a lot of powerful rounds. Anyhow.
Well, that's fair.
So fair enough. I will. Yay! Rewatchability. But we're gonna probably be back sometime this week. Definitely gonna play Superliminal because that shit was a blast.
Yep. And at
fucking love that game.
Ari will let me play this again.
I will.
Because she is a great wife.
I am. Thank you. I agree.
And we are going to be slowing down on like going out and doing stuff at the end of this month once my brother leaves again. So more streaming and saving more money.
Yep.
So, we love you guys. Thanks for joining us. Like, share, subscribe. For No Connor Entertainment, this is Matt.
There I am.
We're out.
Bye. Love you. Thanks for joining.